Forever. Dog.
Welcome to the Chop with Latrice and Manila,
where we give you the weekly recap and rundown of Drag Race Holland. Who's on top?
and who gets the chop?
Manila.
Latrice Royale.
I'm feeling extra glamorous tonight.
Give it everything you got, trying to make it to the top. Never ever gonna stop, even if you get the chop, 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 chop. Girl, you got the chop.
Don't be a bitter bitch. Just make them eat it, honey.
Give it everything you got, make it to the top. Let's chop it up, Latrice. It's Tuesday, which means that there's another episode of The Chop with Latrice Royale and Manila Luzon, and we just watched Drag Race Holland. Woo woo!
We did. Just to catch you up on last week, the queens had made some art class clogs covered in feathers and tulips and bullshit, and gave their best workout tips and tricks for this remix of Drag Race Season 3 challenge, and I loved it. All of them walked the runway giving face. Miss Envy Peru won the main challenge, and Patty Pam Pam hit the bricks, bitch. And or whatever that Dutch version of that, what they say? You were just yelling it.
They say, dog shot!
That part. Don't forget, we also get a bit of drama between Janie and Abby, which I loved a little bit of snippety snip. Yeah, a little bitchiness.
Oh my gosh. Last week's episode was great, and this week's episode, oh my god, I was just eating this shit up. Okay,
Oh my God.
So, episode 3, Drama Queens, an acting challenge, right? An acting challenge.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I didn't even have to watch it twice this week.
Oh.
Bitch, I got that shit on the first round this week, bitch. I don't know what it was. Well, we were stopping and like Googling and shit, but like we got it this week though.
Okay,
honey.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I still had to watch it twice, but the second time I was like, kind of like skimming it, you know, for the best parts.
We like a good skimming. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Patty Pam leaves a message on the mirror. It says, "Girls, it was a pleasure, but I've had enough. Play nice." I miss Patty Pam. Even her lipstick message was kind of like, yeah, there it was.
Just cute.
Just cute. But then we have Abby, oh my god, and Janie Jacquet. They get into it again in the workroom.
Girl.
So, because Janie apologizes, right? And she's like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I know it was a little harsh, blah, 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 blah." But then Abby's all like up in her face, and she's all like, "If I ask for your opinion, then I can take it. I can take it, but only if I ask for it."
You're right.
What do you think about that? She's getting really heated.
I thought I liked seeing the spiciness, that Brazilian spice, honey, come out, honey. Yes, honey. But like, you know, girls are as girls do, but stand by your shit, whatever. You said what you said, and I would have been like, well, girl, I said what I said. It wasn't like it was untrue. You just didn't want to hear it.
That's the thing about it. Like, obviously, like in the competition, like, well, Janie Jacquet is like slaying so far. Even if she was safe last week, she's slaying. And so like, and her makeup was impeccable. Yeah. So if she has a critique for Miss Abby, oh my God, who was in the bottom for obvious reasons, like, like maybe, maybe it's her sister like watching out for you. Maybe.
I mean, that, and she was a little bit bitchy, and I live for the bitchiness. But then we get a video message from RuPaul. "My darlings, I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news. The bad news is life is one long endless drama. The good news is it stars you. So focus, dear, because someone else might sneak up and steal your spotlight."
Oh, and we wouldn't want that.
You don't want that.
Fred comes into the workroom, and he's wearing a bit of orange. And the workroom is decorated in orange as well. It's not for King's Day, it's for Queen's Day, darling.
Queen's Day?
Yes. They have this mini challenge, which is Queen's Day games. Now, I've been to Amsterdam on Queen's Day, it was King's Day at the time. Everyone wears orange. But I don't remember anyone playing any of these games, like eating a cake.
I was like, bite the cake. What is that? Okay. This cake is on a freaking string and your hands are behind your back and you just gotta. I was here for all of this shit. It was just stupid. After everyone is distracted by the pit crew, of course, the queens have 3 minutes to get into their quick drag, breasts, wigs, heels, and they must use water balloons for titties. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Yeah.
So we got bite the cake, which is like on a string. You are blindfolded. You have to eat this cake. Which some of the girls were like, good, I love this. I got a big mouth. I got big lips. I got a big mouth. And I'm going to eat this cake.
I can find it. Yeah.
Then we got nail in the toilet, which I was like, what? But I loved this. Like
that was funny as hell.
Where they have like a nail hanging from a string from their butthole, and they have to like squat over a little tiny jar and dink it into. Oh, that was cute. I like that. Also, they don't care. They had a full-on zoom shot of one of these queens, like fat tuck, just right there on my screen.
Meaty.
Mm-hmm. Meaty tuck. And then we had a sack race with everyone's like water balloon tits are like falling all over the place. Hilarious. Now these are old traditional Dutch games that are played on the holidays and at events.
Well, I'm here for it. Like, that was funny as hell. And to watch drag queens do it was even funnier. Our 2 winners were Setter Jean and Madam Madness. Now, good for Madam Madness. Way to go from the bottom to the top, girl. Now, you no longer pick lags. You are picking the team, bitch. You are the team captain.
All right. Work.
Yeah, see?
Yes. Maxi challenge, an acting challenge. No more drama, Mary J. Blige says. Or whoever the Dutch version of Mary J. Blige is, right?
Mary J. Blige.
Okay, there's so they were like emulating it off the Dutch version of like what we would consider like Desperate Housewives or Sex and the City, and it's called Goeie Vrouwen,
which means beautiful women in Dutch.
Okay. Well, when it's pronounced correctly. Yeah,
well, yeah. It means beautiful. So now they're beautiful drags.
Beautiful goose drags. Okay. Yes. All right.
So we have a inbox from Pasquale.
Oh.
Hi, Latrice Manila. It might be useful for you to know that Het Goel is famous neighborhood in the Netherlands. It's like our Beverly Hills. Ooh, come on, Posh. Mm-hmm. Okay. We had a Dutch TV show, very sexy in the city, and it took place in that neighborhood. And also, Setter Jean isn't even Dutch. She's from Belgium. She's our Brooklyn Heights, ha ha ha. And I love her though. She's my favorite. Greetings from the Netherlands, Pasquale. Well, thank you, Tease. Thank you, Tease.
Okay. So we got a Brazilian, we got a Belgium.
Wow.
And then we have a Peruvian.
You're making up shit. Belgium.
I don't know. You're from Belgium. I don't know. Well, thank you, Pascal, for sending us that email and informing us. So I guess this is, I figured that it was like the posh part of town, wherever these queens were, you know. But if you have an email, if you want to let us know anything about the episode, you want to fill us in because we don't know what the hell they're saying.
I was Googling a lot. You know what? And I'll tell the listeners, at first I thought this a whole this what is it called? Closed captioning, the subtitles driving me nuts. But you know what? It forces you to kind of really get into the culture and try to do a little bit more research and learn something. And so I'm actually having a history and learning lesson every episode. So I'm kind of looking forward to that aspect of it. And I didn't know that was going to happen, but I love it. I love the Googling and learning part.
I'm excited. By the end of this season, we're going to be ready to go back to Amsterdam.
I'm going to be ready to
fluent in Dutch. We're going to know all the cool posh places to go. So, you guys, if you want to send us an email at latriceandmanila@gmail.com, and we might even read your email on air like we did with Pascal.
Yep.
So we have 2 teams, right?
Yeah.
Someone was picked last, but there was no piano music, and I'm very happy about that.
Well, then they cry about it, so.
Yeah. All the girls are super excited about the acting challenge, but they only have an hour to get ready and go over their scripts and pick the parts and memorize everything. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. On set, we have Fred with the acting as the coach with Rick Paul Van Mulligan?
Mulligan. Rick
Mulligan.
Paul Van Mulligan. That's a lot of names,
Mulligan.
darling. But he's a tall cutie.
Isn't he? Very slender and sleek. He look like an ice skater, though.
Blonde.
Like he should be a big old blonde ice skater. But anyway, we have Team Madam Madness, the Prodigal Daughters. Is that
the Prodigal?
Prodigal?
Yeah, the prodigal, like the prodigal son.
Oh, but they're daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're men that look like women. But in the challenge, Megan needs to be bigger. Abby is a hot mess. Oh, God.
Yeah.
She's not actressing, not very good looking for her right now.
This was rough to watch in a way, but it felt kind of different from how a usual season of Drag Race is like where it's like they really do like show like all the bad parts. You know what I mean? But like this one actually felt like Rick Paul was giving the girls actual critiques and not just like fucking with them.
Right.
Yeah. Because then we have Team Shutterjean, the killer girl. And like they were taking direction much better. I mean, I think they were taking it more extreme in the beginning so that they could play around with it a lot more because like, oh my God, it was night and day between these two.
Night and day.
Yeah,
Completely.
Mama Queen's like swallowing pills so much so that she's like at the end, she's like, wait, what the fuck am I swallowing? Like, what are these pills? I should probably go throw these up because I don't want to like be like going into like convulsions and foaming at the mouth because she was method acting, okay?
I will say this before, like, when she walked in the room, I pointed at her and told Christopher, I said, this is the one right here. Look at her. She dressed. She was ready for the challenge.
Oh my God.
Ready for the challenge. Mama Queen was ready for the challenge.
She looked so beautiful. I mean, it's so crazy. Like, she looked like a completely different queen from like when she walked into the workroom. And like, I'm just mesmerized by her beauty. You know who she looked like to me? She looked like the legend Lipsinka in that look.
Yes, with the hair. That's why the hair.
She had that like, Lucille Ball, 1950s,
can curls, big barrel rolls. Loved it. Yeah,
she looked sickening. I
loved it.
Mama Queen, that was amazing. You look so good.
You turned.
Oh, well, that's my favorite part. Oh, my favorite part. Okay, speaking of method acting, Envy Peru like is like grinding on the pit crew.
Right.
Oh, bitch. And she gets him a little hard.
Oh, what is that?
She's all like rubbing. I mean, Latrice, do you blame her?
No.
And do you blame him? Do you blame him?
No.
Because if Miss Envy Peru, I don't even like women like that, but if Miss Envy Peru was like all grinding up on me and all that, but my God.
She knew what she was doing. She was putting her back into it, honey.
Oh my God, she was riding
She was
him.
putting her back into it. She knew what she was doing, honey.
She was right, and then she just kept on going. Her teammates are being murdered over there, and she's just slowly like sliding back and forth on his little like crotch. Oh my God!
Oh, just nasty.
Nasty. Oh my God. Okay, Latrice, I'm close. And I'm going to come right after this break.
That's it? That's all we get, girl?
That's it, baby. Honey, it's my husband's birthday today. I've already, dropped a couple loads, okay?
Oh, well, happy birthday, husband.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Oh. Did you wake him up in that special way?
Sure did. Actually, well, he woke up before I do. He always does.
Oh, he's the early bird. He's the early riser, shall we say. You see what I did that?
Yeah. That's exactly how I woke up.
Well, good for you. So it's the next day. Chelsea Boy and Envy Peru talk about drag and what it means to them. Chelsea Boy talks about it as an art form, and it helps express who she's feeling and what she's feeling inside.
Envy says her drag helped her understand her sexuality because being gay wasn't an option for her with her family. And when she came out, it was like a huge struggle for her to accept herself. And then she didn't even want to be part of the LGBT community because she had been internalizing this homophobia and prejudice that she's been kind of raised for her entire life. And then it wasn't until she started doing drag where she started to accept who she is and accept her LGBT community and accept the fact that she was raised wrong. Right.
And it took her doing makeup. Like she started doing makeup at the counter, and that's when she really encountered our community. She said there was transgendered and gays and lesbians, like all types of course, in the makeup world. And so when you find your tribe, that's when you really can blossom and fully express who you are because you feel safe and it's okay to do so. So I completely understand what she went through, and I'm glad that she is sharing her loveliness with us right now.
It's actually kind of crazy because I'm watching Envy Peru and she just seems so confident. She's so polished. She's funny as fuck. Like she's got like every tick on the box, check in the box, right? So it's crazy to me to like hear the side where it was like, this almost didn't happen for us. Right.
And and that's the thing of it is like, you just never know somebody's story or where they come from. Like what they present and what their backstory are completely different, and I'm glad we get what we get from her going what she went through. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we got Madam Madness. She's working on her cow look, and she's trying to be black cow stunning. But she isn't happy with the look, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it's not really done. She's trying to glue these flowers on the blazer, and it just seemed like it's coming all together last minute and not very polished. But
yeah, and everyone seems to be noticing this as well.
Yeah, girl, you was just gluing flowers onto this blazer.
Yeah.
Not prepared.
I don't know because we'll see in the runway, like a lot of girls seem to have flowers somehow attached to their...
I don't know if it was the theme.
Well, the runway this episode is Miss Holland. What I'm thinking is that production told the girls, we are going to provide anyone who wants fresh tulips because tulips are like the flower of the Netherlands. Like Holland is known for, the Dutch is known for their tulips. So I think that they probably were like, here's a bunch of tulips because we saw tulips from the last episode.
Yeah, true. We have these fresh plastic tulips that you can glue onto your garment.
They weren't plastic. Those things were like real. No,
were they real?
They were sagging. They were like falling off.
Well,
like Miss Abby, oh my God's outfit.
Did she just make that, girl?
Well, I don't know because I feel like they were all. Well, we didn't see other people gluing shit to their.
No, I think everybody else was like prepared.
But there were 3 girls that had flowers on their outfits, so I'm just assuming. Yeah. Well, we'll see what the judges say. Yeah. We got the judges. Nikki Plesson's there, of course. We got Klaus Irvison. He's back. He's the designer of the dress that they're gonna win, and he's also the designer of Fred's look today. Oh my God,
lovely.
Oh my God! When she came on that runway, I was gagging. That look was sickening. She looked so so fashionable,
so good. Yeah.
That was like fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Rick Paul. He's back as a judge.
Yes.
So our category is Miss Holland. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are some of your standout queens, Latrice?
Oh my God, Mama Queen. You know, Mama Marijuana, body, tattoos, the joint, the hair, the face. I mean,
the body.
Everything. And the body. And you know what? She is so thin. And yet she was able to give me supermodel silhouette, runway, Paris, Milan, New York, Fashion Week. It was everything.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
It was everything.
Everything. The little the piercing with the little
septum,
weed,
the septum piercing. Yeah.
with the weed leaf dangling down.
Baby.
Just all the tattoos of the windmills.
Details.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Head to toe.
I loved Chelsea Boy with that umbrella in the wind.
Bitch. I was like, presentation.
Yeah, it's because like she not like I've seen looks where it's like, oh, it's like wind moving to the side, but never presented in this way. Like I literally looked like she was being blown by the wind.
I thought she was being blown, bitch. I was like, is there a fan on, bitch? Because she is blowing in the wind.
Yes. Oh, and then oh my God, the other one I fucking gagged was Cederjean with the hey girl, hey look. Oh
okay.
My God.
Girl, okay. Side note story. Now, you know we was in Berlin, right? So I had heard a story about the hey girl, hey. In another time, and maybe in the middle of the night, Cederjean would have been thrown on the floor for a party. All I'm saying is that. That's all I'm saying about that. Honey!
Wait, do you have tea, or is it just like anyone who wears hay at a party?
No, they put hay in, they cover the whole club in hay and hay bales. It's a certain particular kind of party, and it ain't for everybody's ears. But
okay.
Yeah!
Was it a petting zoo? Was it a petting zoo?
Petting zoo, very, very petting, very hands-on, hands in.
Well, I don't know if that's what Cederjean was going for, but
that's the
you know
first
what?
thing that came to my mind. I was like, woo, she would be a hit at this party, honey.
Well, she's a hit on the runway for me, girl, because she had this barrel of hay on her head, this really cool macrame rope wiglet, a little wiglet.
Yes.
And then she had like this red purse, red belt, red accessories, and then the red high heel clogs. Girl.
Everything.
Girl. Everything. I lived. Yeah. That was fantastic. It was campy. It was fashion. She looked fucking fantastic.
Just enough. Yup.
Who did you not like on this runway?
Girl, like now Abby came out and I was like, you know when at the Derby when the horse wins and they put that big old ring of flowers around the horse's neck?
That's what she looked like?
Baby. I was like, did she just win the Derby or what? Like, there was nothing going on at the bottom. She had a belt around, a little fabric, no.
Yeah.
And the flowers were wilting, like you said. They were hanging down, and the stripper heels. It was just not. It was kind of sad.
I know what she was going for. Moschino did the bouquet look a few seasons ago, where it was like the dress was like the paper wrapping around a bouquet, and I know that's what she was trying to go for, but it just wasn't executed.
What she could have did? What she could have did was take her skirt from the Rainbow Challenge and wore that underneath that, and it would have been better off. Repurpose it, honey. Just use the skirt.
Yes.
I know that's a two-piece. Just use the skirt part, and that would have gave a better bottom. At least it would have been thought out. And
yeah. Also, like wearing fresh flowers on a runway is just not a good idea, because like they were wilting under the heat of the lights, with the temperature of your skin, hot gluing them to your costume.
To anything, yeah.
You know, it's not the best decision. You should have just got all fake flowers, and they wouldn't have been like drooping so much.
I can tell you the agony of shooting with fresh flowers. I just did a shoot. The picture's going to be coming out real soon. But the headpiece that they used, they had to put the foam with the water in it so that the flowers would last. It was at least 25 pounds And the water was dripping all down my back. Everything on me was live at the time of the shoot, but it was so heavy and so hard to work with. But the picture is amazing. But not for a runway. It ain't gonna last.
Oh my God. I that reminds me, I did this charity fashion show in New York right after my first season of Drag Race, and I had to wear this hat made out of flowers. All these different designers like join up with like a local floral shop, and the floral shop will work with them, and they design these like elaborate headpieces.
That's exactly what wound up happening. Yep.
Out of these, and bitch, that thing was so fucking heavy. It's like all these flowers are filled with water.
Yep.
Just to be fresh. And it was heavy. It was falling apart. It was like the most uncomfortable thing. It looks sickening, but only if it was done properly. You know what I mean?
That's it. And you got a shot to get it right. And baby, it's a wrap.
Well, unlike the workout videos from last week, we get to actually see a final cut of their acting challenge. Goosh drags.
It's good.
Which team did you enjoy better?
Of
course.
Like
I have to ask.
Like you have to ask. It was the team B with Jean and all them. Yeah, that was the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Definitely. Like the first one was like, I was like, okay, let me just fast forward through this. It was awful. Like at first I was like, is this lost in translation? Am I going to lose anything in translation? And I was like, no.
There was nothing to translate.
Yes, because if it wasn't funny out of like in their native tongue, it wasn't going to be funny with subtitles.
It wasn't going to be funny.
Exactly.
So. You can tell in the energy, like you don't even have to understand what they're saying. Their mannerisms and acting and body language should make you laugh enough on its own. Like without even understanding what they're saying, you should be able to put it on mute and be cracking up.
Yeah, because it's drag and it's over the top.
It's over the top. Yeah. And Group 2 definitely did that. So,
oh my God. And Group 1 definitely did not do that.
So, we got the safe queens is Janie and Envy.
I like how they like kind of like made that like a thing. Like, oh my gosh. They pause like, is there a twist? Is it a twist? Oh, no, they're just safe. Nope, they're just safe.
Same shit. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Let's talk about these judges' critiques, Latrice.
Let's do. Up first is Mama Queen. They love her runway look. They called it couture, and she was great in the acting challenge. And obviously, like I called it when I first saw her walk into the room before she even opened her mouth. I was like, that's the one to watch.
Yeah, I agree. Like I've been having like a secret crush on Mama Queen this whole time just because she's so unique. I've never seen anyone that looks like her, and I just love her looks. And then the fact that she was able to make this funny, I'm like obsessed now. And she's obsessed. Yeah. Abby, oh my God. The outfit was droopy and sad, they said, and she didn't stand out in the acting challenge. Oh my God, they called her Abby Meh as opposed to Abby, oh my God.
Wow.
Ouch.
Meh.
I feel bad because she started out really good. She won that first challenge, and now she's not doing so hot.
Well, one day you're on top.
One day you get the chop.
Chelsea Boy, the runway presentation was a slay for the judges. Unexpected and impressive. And she was good in the acting challenge as well.
Yes, and they also really loved her makeup. Like, she looked very girly. For the first time,
she was on... Yeah, exactly.
She's doing an alien queen she's covered in paint. So yeah. I love it. I think it's great that we get to see Chelsea Boy looking gorgeous. Megan, they thought her look was too much. There was a lot going on with her dress. She had windmills, she had flowers, she had jewelry, she had sleeves with the flag on it. She had blue hair, she had hay at the bottom of her gown. Too much. I feel like it's a little bit reminiscent of her Diana Ross look where she just needed to edit some stuff down.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever, it's too much.
Sarah Jean, high praise from Fred. She delivered in the comedy and the challenge and was unexpected high fashion on the runway. So she has been showing definite layers and, like adaptability. It's like she can just, whatever you ask for her, she's going to give it to you. And what you don't expect, she's going to give it to you. You know what I mean? So, like, she's been showing a lot of different sides to her, which is great.
Yeah, and I fucking love it. Then we have Madam Madness. Nikki doesn't like the purse, so she throws that to the side.
Smart.
Klaus doesn't like the beard. Fred wants to see some udders, so she showed a little titty tit.
Smart.
I mean, if you ask me to show some udders, yeah, definitely I'm whipping up my titties too. So, or my nutsack. I don't know. He said that it was good. Fred said it was good, but just not enough. So I agree.
Well, she knew it wasn't.
Yeah. We have a winner.
And Mama Queen is it, baby. She wins a prize worth €1,000, a makeup trolley and products from Makeup Specialist NL. And I am so happy because I was like, woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo.
So happy for her.
Yeah.
Such a good week for Mama Queen. Fred tells Chelsea Boy, keep it up. You're doing good. Naturally, you're safe. You notice that he's like, of course you're safe.
Of course you're safe.
Of course you're safe. Naturally. Of course you're going to make it. Of course you're going to make it to the top 3, darling.
Hello. But I live. But like the fact that they're giving real, like she stopped her. She was on her way and she's like, wait, you need to know that you're doing great and keep it up. And that's what we need in, positive reinforcement to let the bitch know that she's doing something right other than she sucks all the time. So yeah. I'm glad that she just got up, positive critique.
But it must suck for the other girls to hear like, oh yes, of course you're safe. Of course you're good. Look at the other people around you. We gave them terrible reviews.
Or even worse, Madam Madness, you're safe, but just barely. That sucks to hear.
Oh my God, the other girls were mad though because they were like, she was unprepared.
Well, it ain't about what's behind the scenes, it's about what you put on that stage, baby. They don't.
That is very true.
That's it, baby.
That's true.
Like, yeah, I felt a lot of way I felt about Sharon because of what was going on behind the scenes. It didn't matter because what she presented on the stage is what the fuck they saw, and that's why she won. So. Oof.
Interesting.
Just saying,
So we have our bottom 2. Dun, dun, dun. Abby, oh my God, and Megan Scrunbod. Still not getting her name right. I feel really bad, Megan. We love you. The lip sync is Why Tell Me Why by Anita Mayer.
You know what I know about this lip sync? I've worked with Abby before, so I know that little fire spitball is a performer. She thinks she's Beyonce for real. And so I've seen her perform before. So I was like, let's see what's going to happen right now because Megan, you got on a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I thought this was an evenly matched interpretation on both parts of this song. Because here's the deal. Like, the song is a little bit of an older song anyway, so it just kind of fit better with the way Megan was performing it in a way. Because, like, Abby, oh my God, she was, like, dancing and she was getting all Beyonce in it, but it's not like a Beyonce song.
It's not.
But it still worked.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought they were, like, neck and neck the whole time, to be honest.
Well, what won it over for me is that Abby absolutely won me over the moment she took that shit off.
Yes, Megan should have taken that shit off too. Yeah,
yes, I'm sorry. Like that's like she improved it already like 100% just by taking off that outfit and then having something cute underneath. You know what I mean? So I was like, whoop, there it is.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's a good. She definitely
upped her ante, and Megan was still looking like she was in the bottom, and Abby looked like she had elevated herself out of the bottom. So just on fashion and look alone. So ultimately, Abby, oh my God, wins the lip sync and stays to compete for another week. So, woo, woo, woo.
And then Megan, of course, is sent home. I'm out of here, bitches. I'll see you at the line dance. Do they line dance out there?
I didn't know they had line dancing.
I don't know, but the funny thing is that like I feel like she's bitter though because she was like, I feel like Megan was like, I could have beaten Madam Madness if she was in the bottom, but she was picked safe, and she's feeling bitter because she's like, she knew she wasn't going to be able to beat Abby, but she knew she could have beaten Madam Madness. I think
maybe she thought that in her head, but Madam wasn't in the bottom, baby. So
Well.
Boop.
Each week, we highlight our tops and our chops of the episode, our favorite and our least favorite moments. Latrice, what is your favorite moment, your top this week?
I think my top moment was Miss Thing getting the pit crew guy a little.
That's my top too. Oh my God, I was cracking up and I was like kind of jealous, to be honest. I was like, why couldn't we have gotten any acting challenge where we got to rub up on Jason C. Carter? Come on.
I tried it in my challenge when I was trying to do those magazines, bitch. I was like, come on, pit crew.
Come on, pit crew. Rub that chunk. I want your dicks to be on my shoulders.
I did. I was like, put them on my shoulder.
Oh my God, I am so envious of Envy Peru. Rubbing her fucking taint on that guy's crotch. That is definitely my top moment of the week for sure. Bitch. Woo-wee. Yes, because I first of all, like, I've noticed that they don't really like linger that long with the camera on the pit crew.
They don't.
And they have a lot of them, so they switch out. So I don't even know what they look like. They just get flashes of hot flesh, bodies,
and bulges.
Yes,
I'm all about
that. What about your chop?
Oh Jesus! I'm sorry, Megan, girl. That runway for me with the tulip dress and the jewelry and the windmills and the
and the necklace and the jewelry.
Girl, it was so much and not done well. So it's like, I'm like, what is? She got propellers on her titties? Like, I was ready for her to just take off, girl. Like,
it was just not a nice. It wasn't a good silhouette. It wasn't. Yeah, it was too much going on. Yeah, I get it. My chop was the entire first group's acting challenge. My chop. That was my chop.
The whole group first. The whole first group.
Yeah,
y'all were just bad.
They're so lucky that it wasn't like we're voting. We're critiquing individually as opposed to the entire group, because that entire group would have been in the bottom.
Ooh,
for me,
we've seen that before. All y'all lip syncing. But listen, folks, we have some exciting news coming up this month. We hear you loud and clear, and we agree. We don't want you to be, only be talking about Drag Race things here on the Chop. So
we love reviewing episodes of Canada's Drag Race Holland, but it's not enough for us because Latrice and I like to key a lot.
We do.
So we have something really, really fun coming up for y'all. And we're going to talk about that more next week. A little anticipation is always a little good. Something to get your little moist. Get your blood flowing. Have a little Envy Peru grinding on you a little bit.
Get you a wop, honey.
Oh, yes. A wop. What does that translate in Dutch?
I don't know, but I
have no idea. All I know is like when I do my impersonation of Dutch, it's always like Patty Pam Pam. It always ends with Patty Pam Pam.
Oh my God.
Duck shot.
Girl, okay, have you watched Michelle Buteau's comedy special on Netflix?
No. Okay. Do I need to?
Yes, she's hilarious. Okay, so she has a Dutch husband. Her husband's from Holland. And his name is Heinz or something like that. Because she's
it's got that.
It's a Heinz. Yeah. And so she was very like, because the G doesn't exist over there in their language. Our American G does not exist. So it becomes like that. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Girl, when I tell you, after beginning of the episode, I had just watched her, and then at the beginning of Drag Race Holland, Fred is giving, the little rundown of what's going on, and there was this one phrase that he was saying, and all it was it was a bunch of G's, girl. It was 5 G's, girl. At least. Oh my God, I want to know what that would translate. Anybody in Holland, Dutchland, please translate "Good God, get a grip, girl" in Dutch. I want to know how it sounds and how it feels on the back of your throat. Yeah, we won't be able to read it, so send it as a voice memo to us, honey, and we will play it on the air. I want to hear what "Good God, get a grip, girl" sounds like in Dutch. Woo! That's going to be a good kiki. Ooh. I love y'all all. Thank y'all so much for listening to The Chop.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our show. You can rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. And we have a new episode every Tuesday.
And remember, you can send us an email and we might read it on the show next week. Just email us at latricemanila@gmail.com.
You can follow us at Latrice Royale and at Manila Luzon on our social media.
And we'll see you next week to find out
who gets the chop.
The Chop is not endorsed by Word of Wonder, Videoland, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Drag Race Holland and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademarks and copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
The Chop is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media.
Mom.
Hosted by Latrice Royale and Manila Luzon.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli.
Alaska Thunderfuck.
Brett Boehm.
Joe Cilio.
And Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is The Chop by Manila Luzon and Latrice Royale.